Now remember that the contact link was added to the navigation menu but disabled. This is what the contact module told us. So let's go ahead and click on the list links item next to the navigation menu. Okay, on here you see that we have a contact item, and in parentheses it says disabled. So we have two steps to make. First of all, we need to enable the menu item, and then we need to move it to the main menu in order to have it display at the very top of the page with our other tabs. So let's go ahead and do the first, which is enabling. I'm going to go ahead and click this checkbox under the enabled column next to the contact item, and then I'm going to click Save Configuration. Once this is done, now we need to move this item into a different menu, and that's very trivial. Go ahead and click on the Edit link under Operations next to the menu item. So here we have a form where we can modify several components of the menu item. Let's go ahead and take a look at the options for us. The first one is Menu Link Title. So if we wanted to change this to Contact Us, for example, we could change it. Let's go ahead and leave it at Contact. The path, which in this case is non-alterable because it's defined by a module rather than defined by us, but it points to the specific page. So if we wanted to preview it and make sure that it's pointing to the right place, we could click on this item. A description, which again, just like when we're adding a menu item for content, displays when you hover over a link that links to that piece of content or that page. We'll go ahead and leave that blank. Enabled, which we just switched in the list links form when we were editing a menu. Show as expanded. This is only impactful when we're working with a hierarchical menu. So for example, we'll take a look at the navigation menu, which displays on the side of the page, which you can expand to view menu items that belong inside of menu items. But right now, we're working with a menu that only has one tier, and it just runs across the top of the page. So we don't need to show as expanded because there's only going to be one level in the menu. Parent link is the same select box that we saw when we were adding content and adding a menu item for that content, but it's a little bit different when we're editing a menu through the menu settings page. If we click on it to expand it, we'll see that we have a ton of other options. And as we scroll up, we'll see every menu item that exists on our Drupal site. Now this is because we can limit in configuration which menus we can add content links to when we're adding a menu item when adding content. But when we're working through the menu configuration, we can add it anywhere. So right now, we want to add it to the main menu. So what we're going to do is switch this item to not show in the navigation, which is its current default, but instead show in the main menu. Let's go ahead and scroll down. We have one more option which you've seen before, the weight. Now if you remember, we have a weight of 0 for our home page, we assume, and then we set a weight of 5 for our About Us page. With the Contact Us form, it would make sense to have it all the way to the right. That's what it shows in the mockup. So let's go ahead and give it a very heavy weight. We'll go ahead and give it a weight of 34, just to push it all the way to the right. And we have some room between the About link and the Contact link in order to add additional menu items by weight. And let's go ahead and click Save. Okay, now we're back to the menu editing page, but now we're on the menu editing page for the main menu. You can see we have Home, About, and Contact.